You won't believe what happened when my daughter just wanted a chocolate bar. Yeah, that's simple. 1 minute, she's smiling, holding that candy. The next, she's bleeding because some entitled woman decided to teach her a lesson by slashing her face. Let me back up a sec. Because this isn't just a story about a fight in a store. It's about what happens when someone abuses power and what it looks like when a dad finally snaps. It all went down in this tiny corner store in our neighborhood. Nothing fancy. Just a place wedged between the community center and that HOA office everyone loves to hate. My daughter, Mia, she's 9, small but fierce, walks in with these white patent leather shoes that scream too fancy for this place. I didn't think much of it then. Just figured she wanted to look nice. She asked me for a chocolate bar, sweet as can be. And I said, yes, hey. She deserved a treat. I turned my back for a few seconds to grab some water, and when I looked back, she was frozen at the checkout line, clutching her candy like it was a lifeline. And standing in front of her was her, Cassandra, the HOA president, decked out like she'd just stepped off a runway silk scarf. Perfect hair. That cold, smug look that makes you want to throw up. She zeroed in on Mia's shoes, then the chocolate bar, then spat out this venom disguised as help. Told my daughter she didn't belong, accused her of stealing, and worst of all, called her trash right in front of everyone. Then, without warning, Cassandra reached out and slashed Mia's cheek with her manicured nails, 4 angry red lines that bled and burned. Mia screamed, stumbled back, shocked, hurt beyond words. The cashier just looked away. Nobody moved. It was like a twisted show where the audience was too scared to jump in. I saw red, but not the kind that makes you shout and shake. It was cold, calculated fury, the kind that makes you do things you never thought you could. I walked right up to Cassandra, calm as a storm before it hits, and she tried to play it off, blaming poor parenting, calling it a misunderstanding. But she didn't see the storm coming. I grabbed her wrist, slammed her back into a metal shelf, cans rattled. People gasped. She tried to use her HOA badge like a shield, but that day, it was just a useless piece of plastic. I dragged her through the aisles, each step wrecking her perfect image, her scarf torn, blouse ripped, heels broken. Phones came out. Whispers filled the air, neighbors recalling her petty tyranny, slashed bike tires, banned Halloween decorations, ruining birthday parties over balloons. She kept hurling insults, calling me a disgrace, but I just looked her dead in the eyes, no fury, just the cold precision of justice. Then, I threw her shoulder first into the store's big snack display, glass shattered. Cans flew everywhere. Cassandra collapsed amid the wreckage, humiliated, powerless. I dropped her HOA badge in the trash and walked away like the whole neighborhood was watching, and they were. Next day, the neighborhood pushed back graffiti on her garage, signs saying, "We are not your HOA," an audit exposing her misuse of funds. Cassandra vanished. No apologies, no press conferences, just gone, leaving behind a broken legacy and a community ready to rebuild. Mia went back to that same store a few days later, eyes wary but brave. She reached for a chocolate bar again this time. No fear. The cashier smiled and said, "On the house. Tell her she was brave." And in that moment, I knew it wasn't just about candy or a fight, it was about standing up, teaching her that silence isn't strength, and kindness doesn't mean surrender. So, what do you think? Was I right to defend my daughter like that? Or did things go too far? Drop your thoughts below, because when people like Cassandra hide behind titles and power, someone has to be the one who says, enough. And sometimes, that someone looks a lot like a dad who's done waiting.